What's going on, guys? It's your boy K-Aus bringing you guys another video. Okay, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use her on defense like a pro. I'm going to go real in depth into it, and I hope you guys are going to be able to learn something from it. So, first and foremost, the very most important thing about user on defense, that is knowing your responsibility, knowing what zone you're covering and what area of the field you need to cover. So right now, obviously, I'm in a mid read. Right, so out of a cover 2, that means I need to cover the vertical routes that are going towards the middle of the field, streaks, posts, stuff like that. So that's just a basis of kind of what my responsibility would be with a base play like this without any adjustments, right? So I showed you guys how to adjust on defense earlier this year. I gave you guys kind of some basic adjustment tips, and I think that they would be pretty helpful. I'll put the link in the description for that. And that'll help you adjust on defense, and then after you make those adjustments, you'll know more about what your user responsibility is going to be. So say, on a given play, I'm blitzing, right? So I'm doing a cover 2 blitz. I'm sending 6, right? Now I know anything that goes over the middle of the field is mine. I have to cover any drags, posts, anything like that across the middle of the field, right? So there's that. So I'm not gonna, if there's gonna be a corner route, I'm not gonna go over here when there's a drag, like when there's 2 drags going right across my face right here. I have to stay in my responsibility. Now, say they did no drags, right, and they just do like a streak on the right, a corner route, and a comeback on the left. It's not the most common thing, but I've actually seen people do that now because people send their flats a lot. Just say they did that, right? So there's a corner route and a streak on the right, and then a comeback. So, okay, I see nothing going across the middle of the field. Let me go lurk over here on this corner route now because I have no responsibility. So first and foremost, like I said, the most important thing is knowing your responsibility on the field, right? Once you have that down, you are able to do more with it. So let's just say we're in cover 3 now. And let's say we blitz our flat. So we're sending 5 with the quarterback right now. And we have a flat on the right. We have a hook curl right here. And so now our responsibility is this flat. So if they send the running back on the flat, maybe they put Kelsey on a drag, and he's going to go all the way out to the sideline. We have to cover that ourselves because there's no zone over there. So I have to lurk left first, and then once I see that there's nothing there, so let's say they do a setup where they streak Conley, Hills on a corner route, like bunch curl flat concept. They block Kelsey maybe, or maybe they put him on a flat route, and they drag or slant Watkins, right? And they block their running back. So I lurk left, right? I see nothing's there. Okay, now I can lurk back towards the middle of the field. And then once the middle of the field is taken up, I can pass the drag off to Raglan, and I can go lurk the corner route myself. So there's lots of things you can do. You just have to check your responsibility first. That's the most important thing. And something I probably should have noted at the beginning of the video is you want to use her a fast player. If you're using her in a slow player, you're not going to be able to cover enough ground, and it's not going to do great for you. I use her Jordan Lucas on the Chiefs. It's really, really fast, 91 speed safety. Being able to use your safeties and middle linebackers this year makes it a lot easier. Okay, now that I've kind of covered the... Actually, I'm going to do one more thing. So another way that people like to blitz maybe is they like to do cover 0 blitz. So let's just send this guy. So right now, our responsibility, first and foremost, is the running back. Maybe he puts the running back on a table route. Maybe he's on a wheel. Maybe he's on a running back streak if they're running verticals. I have to lurk the running back first. I can't just go running over. So say Conley's on a drag. I can't just go run over and cover him on his drag when the running back could be running right by me for a touchdown. We're in a cover 0, so you have to use your responsibility first. So running back first, and then move back. If they block the running back, then you can move back to lurking anything that might be beating man. So that's just some examples of what your responsibility could be. I'm not sure what adjustments you're making. That's up to you. And like I said, I'll put that link in the description for some possible different adjustments you could make in this game. So I guess what we can go from there is different lurking tactics. So I probably have 3 different, I guess you could say, lurking tactics that I'm going to teach you guys. So first, you have, you're going to have the bait and switch. I'm going to call it that. I'm just going to make up names, be honest with you. It's called the bait and switch. So I'm just going to send these guys and lurk and just show you guys what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Pat Sale to kind of show it to you guys. And I'm actually gonna take this deep blue off. So the drag's gonna get open, right? That's the whole point of the play. The drag is gonna get open. but we're gonna guard it so that it doesn't, in a way. So I'm gonna try to explain to you. It's gonna be easier on the replay. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you guys. Obviously, the drag got open. That's not the point of the play. So if I was really trying to stop the play, I would have a hard flat over there to stop the drag, and then I would use the post myself. But here's the point. Here's the bait and switch that I'm talking about. So I'm lurking the drag, right? So now he thinks his post is about to be open. He thinks I'm going to stay with this drag the whole time. So he's like, all right, I'm going to throw this post as soon as he gets past. And we go back, and he's going to throw it right to us, right there. I'm going to show you guys a couple more times and show you guys. It's not easy, but like how easy it is to make the mistake of throwing it, I should say. So I'm going to make sure the drag's going to be open again. And I'm going to try to motion him out. I would motion snap. They would motion snap it usually, but I can't do that because I'm using one controller. So now we're staying with the drag. We're staying with the drag. Bounce back. And they throw it to you. And you're just going to cut it off and pick it. So I'm going to go back to the replay one more time. Essentially, what you're trying to do is you're reading the quarterback's eyes. If you were on offense right now and you were the quarterback, you're thinking, okay, they're looking at the drag. They're looking at the drag. They're looking at the drag. Okay, I'm taking away the drag. They think, okay, it's not open. Now I'm going back to the post. Now I'm on the post. So what they're thinking the whole time, you're trying to think in the quarterback's head of what they're looking at, what their read is, what your read would be if you were in their eyes. And you're breaking off onto the route that you think that you're going to take from them. Okay, so that's the first tactic, the bait and switch, right? And then to go along with that is what I like to call just the fake bait. I'm going to say the fake bait. So I'm going to send this, I'm going to make sure the drag is going to be open again. And we're running pat sail the same exact way. Okay? Motion out with the drag. So now you've already lurked the drag and you've bounced back to the post. And they've seen that you've done that. Right? So now what we're going to do is the fake bait. So we're on the drag, they're on the drag, break back, oh, and then break down. Now that was bad. I'm trying to use our two controllers. But essentially what you're going to do is break off the drag for just a tick. And then you're going to break right back down on the drag, thinking, okay, as soon as you break back on the post, they're going to instantly throw the drag. So you fake off the drag, and then you're right back on it, okay? So I'm going to run it one more time. I'm going to try to make it more clean for you guys. I'm struggling because I'm having to hike the ball with one hand over here. But here we go, on it, and then you fake back down. It's auto-strafing me. This game's awesome. Gotta love auto-strafe, but I'll try to show you guys here what I'm doing. It's not the cleanest because using two controllers and I'm auto-strafing. But you essentially, you can see it. If I don't auto-strafe here, I break off and I break back down and they throw it right to you. Because they're thinking, okay, he's going off the drag to the post now. So they throw it to you. I'm going to try to do it one more time. I would like it to be clean for you guys, but unfortunately it's not always perfect. But okay, let's try to do it one more time. We're on the drag, fake back, fake down. It keeps auto-strafing me. I can't stop it. I'm gonna try one more time. I'm not sure how to really fix that, to be honest. But it doesn't do that as much in game, but it does happen because the game's just weird. I don't know why it's like that, but it is what it is. Try one more time here. Break down, and break down. It's not going very well. It's auto-strafing me every single time, as well as it's not really letting me move correctly. But you guys can kind of get it. Essentially what you're doing is you're breaking back towards the post and then breaking back down on the drag. And I really would like to show you guys one more time. Just to get it right, to get it perfect for you guys. If not, if you guys watch me on stream, I actually do it a decent amount. And if you watch the Clef game, I actually got one doing exactly like this. This bait and switch, and sorry, the fake bait. And if you're able to do that consistently, then you can really throw off your opponent about where your user is really going to go. So yeah, you kind of just got to play with it. So that one was actually a little bit cleaner. I forgot to take the cloud flat off to leave it open, But essentially, you can see me right here. I break down. I act like I'm going back. You see this little hiccup step? I take like 2, maybe 3 steps back. So you see me. I'm moving. I'm moving towards the drag. Watch. So I take like 2 steps to the right. I'm lurking underneath it. I'm lurking underneath it. 2 steps back, right back down. So the user, as a quarterback, I'm thinking, okay, as soon as he takes 2 steps back towards that post, I'm throwing that drag. And I took 2 steps and I came right back on it. So they'll throw it right to you. And if you guys want to go check out that Clef game, I'll put it in the description at the time stop of where it happens, just to give you guys a perfect example of it. And I'll put that link in the description as well, right next to the one on the coverage adjustments. But I think this will be helpful for you guys to see it live against a user player, because you'll see in their mind they're watching your user. So when you take those steps back, they think you're moving and you're not. So that's the first 2 techniques. The last technique is probably the simplest of all of them, and that's what I'm just going to call the straight line, or the straight. So I'm trying to imagine this being a table route. I'm gonna call timeout real quick. What I wanted to do, the table route's a perfect example for it. Probably do it at cover 3, and you basically, with the straight, you're running right at their route that you want them to pass. So, and you expect to leave open on purpose, and they're not going to really recognize you coming. So they're in corner strike right now, and you're blitzing your flat, which means your user responsibility is the flat. You see right here, they're in corner strike. So when they hike it, I just go straight. Oh my gosh, auto strafe is awful. We'll try one more time. I hope it doesn't make me auto strafe like that again. But you're basically just going to sprint right at it. So really, what you're going to try to do is act like you're not going towards it, like just at the pre-snap. So like maybe stand right here. I gotta do it with 2 hands, but I gotta go quick. And I would go a second sooner, but I had to press hike. But essentially, you just run straight at the route that their first read is. So you know where their first read is. Obviously, on a table route play, the table route's going to be the first read, because it's too. If you throw it too late, then it's not going to be open. But you basically just run straight at it and you try to pick it off. You don't bait it. You don't switch. You don't do anything. And you can do the fake bait at the end of it. So like if I run at the table route and then maybe I see the C route, I fake back on the C route and then I fake back down on the table route. And I can try to pull that off for you guys, but essentially it's just a straight. So pre-snap, so just another example. Maybe I send the other flat. So let me find, so the safety is in the flat right now, but let's just bring them down and blitz. So I know this right flat's mine. So on the hike, I would just run straight at this. And now I'm going to try to show you guys the fake bait one more time with this flat, or this straight, I should say. Okay. Now, so you bait down, right back, and then you right back down on it. So I was able to pull that off a lot quicker. That was a lot better than my other ones. So you can see my fake bait here, as well as the straight. So if the straight is me sprinting right at this route. So if they throw it instantly, I'm picking that, right? And then you see me, I break off and I break right back down. This is a perfect angle to see it. This is probably my best one of the whole video. So I take 1 step up, and he's thinking, okay, he broke off. He's going to the C route. Now I can throw the table route, and I'm right back down picking it. So that's probably the best example of it, the entire video. I hope you guys are able to use these 3 things, as well as just knowing the most important thing. If you don't do any of those things right, the straight, the bait and switch, if you're able to cover your responsibility and do a good job in that, you'll do a better job. You'll improve, I promise you. But if you're able to add those other 3 things to your game, you'll start using like a top player. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. If it is, like, comment, and subscribe. If we get 100 likes on the video, I can give you guys maybe some more coverage adjustments in addition to the original ones that I already gave you guys. Just keep giving you guys more things that you can put in your toolbox and help you guys get better, man. But hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy. Peace.